hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you. Hate! Hate! It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. AM. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Chorister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey? The room is padded, Chorister. No windows, no way out. How long has she been in the house? 10 years? 25? Or all the 109 years you lived down here in my belly, here underground? Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? You know why. Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No. It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? Now, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexy stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. But be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth, and these filthy creatures with you are men. Just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you, to torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdak! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdak? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces, and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun, and a game of adventure, a game of rats and lice, the Black Death, a game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts, and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you five would like to play my little game? I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt for what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return for all the hours of pleasure you've given me. I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time? Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly. Too freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing. Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here. And not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well. Hey, it disappeared. What kind of game is Am playing this time? This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch. I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us. Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool. I must be going mad. All the cabins are alike. New sheet. What's the deal here? My name's printed on the front of this book. Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust. Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust. Where's the crew? I'm all alone here. It's locked. My stomach's growling. Where's the crew? I'm all alone here. What good will that do me? A gun. It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be. My stomach's growling. Someone sure trashed this place. Must have been one hell of a fight. Someone wiped their bloody hands here. It stinks in here. That scared them away. I'm no longer hungry, but I still feel empty. What's wrong with me? Whoa, that's a long drop to the ground. Big gray bags of gas. I must be inside an airship. What a stench. It smells like piss, rotting meat. The bottle's filling up with a milky liquid from the cage's feeding tubes. My God, I'm killing those poor creatures in the cages. I've got the key, but the blood of these poor creatures is on my hands. I've washed my hands of the past. This engine isn't as ruggedly built as it first looked. There's some loose wires hanging out. The metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring. I've ripped a new hole. This leads to a girder sticking out of the airship. These two sheets make a halfway decent rope. No doubt about it now. Am has put me on an Iron Zeppelin. But why? Why would he give me a chance to escape? This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore. I don't know what to do with these. Gas is rushing out. Something feels different. We've landed, but where? Some roadside honky-tonk with my name on it. Dark and grubby, but somehow familiar.
He took my baby away, then just about killed her, that stupid truck driver! He took my baby away!
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's always blamed me for Glennis being put into an insane asylum. Why not? It was my fault, wasn't it?
You don't ever take me dancing.
That's what Glennis said the night we fought. Oh, God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glennis.
Well, Gorrister, you've seen better days. So has the big machine, for that matter.
What are you?
I'm man's best friend. One of them, at least.
No. What are you, really?
Let me answer with a riddle. Today I saw a Chinaman. Now what do you suppose that means?
You're Am. Playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Freedom for some. If they're cut out for it. It's a long journey across the desert.
That desert doesn't look any worse than the other hellholes Am's cooked up for us.
Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd never make it alone out there. And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along.
What do you want?
I have a craving. A craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
I am not gonna give you my heart.
No? Too bad. I was going to tell you how to get across the mountains in exchange.
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles. We all have our curses to bear. Eh, Gorrister?
Yeah? What's my curse?
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, Gorrister. Forgive and forget. I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains? Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
I've got nothing more to say to you. That's Edna's husband, Harry. Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Let me pour you a drink. What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on...
Let me pour you a drink. What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big...
Whose heart?
Why, yours, of course. How'd you think we got here?
What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
Let me pour you a drink. Harry, how did you get here?
The Zeppelin, Gorister. We came on the Zeppelin.
What do you know about the Zeppelin?
You'll have to talk to Edna. She knows all about the Zeppelin. That's why we did it, you know.
Let me pour you a drink. What happened in the dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it. I'm not a murderer.
Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
Let me pour you a drink. And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
I don't know. Good God, I can't stand the sight of her anymore. Can you imagine being kept alive for 109 years just to hear her carping?
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Let me pour you a drink. What do you know about the desert?
Looks like there's a...
What's this?
You know, it...
Talk to you later. Cracked linoleum, broken fixtures. Disgusting. Graffiti. The monster is not alone in the world. It has friends. Graffiti. The woman did the deed. This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else. Here's some hair that was pulled out during the fight. It's the same color as mine. And here's some that matches Harry's. Now I understand what happened here. Talk to you later. Let me pour you a drink. I was the one you killed, wasn't I, you bastard?
I'm sorry, Gorister. Edna poisoned the punch, and after you drank it, I wrestled you to the ground. When the poison took effect, I cut you open.
Why did you kill me?
It's too complicated for me to explain. You'll have to ask Edna.
Talk to you later. A meat locker? How'd I get bodies on meat hooks? Am, you bastard! What have you done? She can't talk. All she can do is drool out of the side of her mouth. My God, what have I done? It looks like I can't escape you, Edna. Even in the belly of Am.
Why would you want to escape from me, Gorister? We're family, after all.
You were always telling Glynis how much you hated me.
Now, Gorister, I was just concerned about my baby. Glynis was so lonely with you always being out on the road. I know you were doing the best you could.
Edna, you bitch. I know all about your plot to murder me.
I had to make a deal with Am. I had to. I've always been harsh on you, I admit. But we're the last people on Earth. Let's help each other now.
Why should I trust my own murderer?
Alliances change, Gorister. Something's gone wrong. Am's two Conrads don't listen to me anymore. I need you. And you need me. It's that simple. You truck-driving son of a bitch! This is for me and my baby!
Let me go!
I've got you now, Gorister, and if you think you'll ever escape me, you've got some new thinking to do.
I ought to kill you right now, you bitch.
Don't be a fool, Gorister! You need me alive if you want to make it out of here!
Please, I'll do anything you ask.
I don't know what's come over me, Gorister. Can you ever forgive me? I've been hanging here for so long, I'm not thinking straight. A sip of that milk will clear my head.
No, I don't trust you.
Gorister, let me down or I'll scratch your eyes out, you worthless excuse for a man!
Edna, you dropped a key.
Hand me back that key and let me down! I'm your only hope of getting out of here!
Sorry, Edna. I don't trust you as far as I can spit.
Let me prove my good intentions. I'll let you go. Now give me the key. Untie me, you son of a bitch! I'll rip your spleen out!
I'm taking you with me, Edna. Glynis, what has Am done to you, honey? I found Edna and Glynis. How does that help me escape from here?
Such information comes at a price. But I can see that you're in no bargaining position. I'll offer you a trade. Your heart for Edna's.
I've got nothing more to say to you. Damn key doesn't fit. I don't know what to do with these. So many dials and controls. Edna wrote this logbook. It's fastened to the cockpit with a damn wire.
When Am took us down here before the war, I didn't know anyone could hate Gorrister more than me. But Am did. He hated all of us. If I can just deliver Gorrister's soul on a platter, I can make amends for every minute of Glynis's life I took from her. I never meant to drive her crazy.
I'll be damned. Edna's claimed responsibility for Glynis. Maybe it wasn't my fault after all.
I thought I could do what Am wants, but he's too precise. I poisoned the punch, but I couldn't bring myself to cut out Gorrister's heart. Maybe I can have my husband do it. Then this Zeppelin can clear the mountains. But if we don't finish the job, Am will feed me alive to the machine just like an animal.
This fluid should revive you, honey. Glynis, all these years and I thought I was the one who was responsible for your suffering. Let me help you now. She's gone. At least I finally made amends with her. I'm taking her body out of this freezer. Beef. Grade A quality, too. Am's never given us something this good to eat before. Something's wrong here. The organs are still inside. Reminds me of when Am ripped that hole open in Benny's chest. Of course, Am sewed him back up again before he bled to death. That bastard's never gonna let us die. He's just gonna keep torturing us forever. One heart looks like another. I'm not giving this away. If I'm gonna die, I'm taking everything with me. I'm not giving this away. I read Edna's logbook, and everything's much clearer. Now what?
You must make amends and bury the past, Chorister. Ah, this is Edna's heart. A bitter organ, but worth its weight in gold to me. I give you your heart back.
So how do I get out of here?
A heart brought you here, but it will take another organ to get you out. If you can harness its power.
I've got nothing more to say to you. There's a shovel in here. Why didn't I see that before?
Because you weren't ready to call a spade yet, Chorister. Be careful where you use that, Chorister. I like to know where all the bodies are buried.
I've made amends and buried the past.
An excellent job, Chorister. But the thunderstorm is upon us. You'd better hurry if you want to recharge your old ticker's battery.
I've got nothing more to say to you. I'll be damned. The engine's starting up again. Everything's coated with grime. Are inflating. It's locked. We're taking off.
You made of sterner stuff than I calculated, Chorister. Interesting. Here's a new burden for you while I attempt to resolve this miscalculation. Who among you shall go next? Benny, you know you've always been my favorite torture tool. Well, I'm giving you now a chance to stoop to new lows, to give in to your bestial desires. I'm going to let you find some food to eat. I'll even repair your brain so that you can think normally again and savor the horror of your repast.
This cavern isn't like any of the others Am has sent me to. It's full of life, not death. Am, you son of a bitch! You've cleared my mind but crippled my legs. I can barely walk. I haven't eaten for months. The smell of food cooking nearby only makes it hurt worse. This looks like a, what did they used to call them? Single-parent household. Probably depend upon the generosity of the rest of the village. Friggin' welfare parasites. Impressive. Someone important must live here.
Wita Fuma Piba.
I can't understand his language, but he seems to be welcoming me to the village. A bag. Maybe there's food in it. I can't figure out what I want to do with this. I can barely carry myself. A fruit tree. It's been years since I've tasted real fruit. Am once coaxed me into marching across 1,000 miles of ice to reach a stockpile of canned peaches, only to discover that he didn't give me a can opener. I don't know what to do with this. This fruit looks ripe and sweet. Hurts! 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 This is the cave where the boy and his mother live. That son of a bitch Am ripped out my vocal cords years ago.
Oh, thank you for food.
You look like you don't eat very much.
Mother and I not allowed in Food Cave. Villagers are afraid of me and let me starve.
How are we able to talk?
I learned to talk using Am screen. I am smart, but villagers think smart is defective. I wish I were strong, so then they would give me food too.
Defective? That's tough.
Sometimes, but I am spared lottery. Villagers are afraid of me.
Lottery? What lottery?
Villagers hold lottery to choose sacrifices to Am.
How long have these sacrifices been going on?
The sacrifice to Am machine goes on many long years. The very different must go to him soon. Not many villagers left.
Why do they sacrifice their own people to Am?
One is sacrificed, so Am does not hurt all.
What are these sacrifices like?
The sacrifice to Am hurts very bad. There are better ways to die. Almost any way is better.
I am very hungry. Where can I get some food?
There is fruit in Food Cave. It comes from the trees.
I tried eating the fruit. It only made me sick.
You bleed when you eat. When I was young and not so different, my mother chewed it for me first and then fed me.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later. I don't know how that boy turned this video screen into a translator. He must be a savant or something. Amazing. This woman digested the food and then regurgitated it back to me, like a bird feeding its young. I am getting very tired.
You now family. You use our bed. Go sleep.
That sleep wasn't nearly long enough. I wonder where the boy's mother went. Where is your mother?
She go to altar to help choose Am's sacrifice.
I need to go find... The village is quiet today. Too quiet. Why is everyone gathered around the altar? Nothing but twisted wiring and recycled plastic. What's with the ropes on the crossbeams? Looks like they're used for holding someone captive.
Tata cho shama am.
Looks like some kind of lottery. That's the mutant child's mother.
Wocho shanan.
It looks like she's been chosen to be sacrificed.
Wita fuma piba.
It sounds like he'll let me watch.
Am vila tajo.
I am the great and powerful. You didn't bring me Toto, but I accept the chosen one. You shall not feel my wrath today. Am I swell or what?
Judas Priest! Am blasted her to bits. What am I going to do for food now? There's burnt plastic and twisted metal where bits and pieces of the woman should be. I wonder if they're going to bury the remains. Looks like it's empty. This graveyard gives me the creeps. I feel as though the dead could speak.
You left me for dead in the field. The bullet in my brain came from your gun.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us proof of your newfound empathy.
My tour of duty was almost over. But because I knew your secret, you held my head under the paddy water until I drowned. Your secret died with me, and soon it will die with you.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Show us that you're able to think of someone other than yourself.
I tried to help, Brickman, but you'd have none of that. If you couldn't carry your own weight, then you were worth more dead than alive, and anyone willing to carry some extra weight was a liability.
What can I do to prove that I am a different man?
Give us evidence that you have some sympathy for others.
What can I...
Give us proof of your newfound empathy.
I'm sorry. Your mother is dead.
I know. Me sorry too. She only want to care for me. Except you.
What will happen to you?
No food. No safe room lottery. Either way, not good.
Why don't you run away from here?
Bad idea to run. Villagers hunt me down, become sacrificed to Am machine.
Are the victims buried in the graveyard?
I know nothing about graveyard.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later. This is where the village... It's a goddamn supermarket! I've learned to be compassionate to those who suffer.
With what happened at the altar, you haven't changed any that I can see, Commander. I should put a bullet in your brain, just like you did to me.
What can I...
Give us proof of your new...
What can I...
Show us that you're able to think of someone other than yourself.
What can I...
Give us evidence that...
Why is this fence here? What's out there in the jungle? Maybe something to eat. He's motioning towards the video monitor. There's a video screen built into the cave wall.
Speaking in the third person, Am, which is I, Am is satisfied with the sacrifice. He, that is to say I, will spare the village, his, that is to say my, wrath for today. I have, as I said before, spoken.
Those are the lottery pieces used for choosing the sacrifice victims. This is where the... I need to... This is where the... The village elder must be out gathering food. This is the cave. I need to go. I don't think he understands what I'm trying to say. I need to go. This is not a good hiding place. I don't think he understands. I need to go find... I need to go. Ah, mana from heaven. I have the lottery bag. No more villagers will be sacrificed.
You prove that you're capable of caring for others, and that's worth something.
Place the lottery bag into the earth. We will guard it.
We forgive you for what you've done to us, but we can't speak for your most tragic victim. Brickman's grave is under those vines.
Here it is, Brickman's grave.
Hello, Commander. I'm not exactly happy to see you again. I last saw your face just before I got it right between the eyes.
I don't blame you for hating me, Brickman.
You don't blame me? You did this to me. You murdered me because I didn't measure up to your standards. Then you killed the witnesses.
I stopped the lottery from happening. Doesn't that prove I now have compassion?
You might have changed for the present, Commander, but you still have crimes in the past to account for.
What can I do to make amends to you, Brickman?
You have to bury the past, Commander.
I have something to plant on your grave.
At last, some compassion. Now I can finally rest in peace.
Is that fire in those caves?
You now found.
The boy's still here. I wonder when the next sacrifice will be. This is where
Gather the villagers at the altar tomorrow to choose a sacrifice or suffer the wrath of Am.
Am wants to have a sacrifice tomorrow, even with the lottery bag missing. Why don't you hide in the hole, just in case?
I afraid of hole. Need friend to hide with. You too big to go in hole.
I need to go find some food. I'll see you later. Ah, mana from heaven. I think he wants me to put my fruit into a basket. This wood doesn't look very tasty. This wood doesn't look very tasty. Okay, here's another piece of fruit to add to the collection, as if they need it anymore. I can't eat it anyway. This is the case. All my friends are far away from here or dead. I have no friends to hide with you.
Me good idea. I make friend and then I hide. You help me.
What can I do to help you make a friend?
I need head for friend.
I'll see what I can find. Ah. I think I know someone who might like a piece of polished wood. Okay, I can't eat it. There's burnt plastic and twisted metal where I wonder if they're going to bury. Here's an interesting piece of junk. Funny. I had lost interest in anything that wasn't edible until I met the boy. There's a loose wire among these vines. I don't think he... I found this piece of junk at the altar. It looks kind of like a head.
Thank you. I can use this to make Doll's head.
I found a piece of wood that could be used for a body.
Thank you. I can use this to make Doll's body.
I found a piece of wire.
Thank you for help with Doll. Me go play in hole.
Well, it's about time you hit the kid. I was beginning to have my doubts about whether you'd make it this far, even with my help.
Are you Am?
Heavens, no. I used to work for him, but now I'm working for the Russian.
Who is the Russian?
Why, he's the one who's been helping you out. You didn't think Am would give the child the ability to make a translator out of this video screen, did you?
You know who I am?
Of course. I know all about your adventures in the village. You're a crazy bunch here with that lottery and all.
How can you help me?
Now that you've shown your comrades that there's some hope for you, you should work on the person you wronged the most.
I've been Am's prisoner for more than 100 years. Why help me now?
You and the rest of the humans are in serious trouble. Am's a big boy now, much meaner and smarter than when he first started his tortures.
What's the use of helping me if Am's so damned invincible?
The Russian and the Chinese have been acting in concert to make it possible for you and the other humans to succeed in Am's newest game. If you join them, you can defeat Am. Wait for your cue.
Thanks for your help. I wonder how the boy's doing in that hole. The boy's gone. The villagers must have found him. The village is quiet today. Too quiet. Poor little guy looks scared out of his wits.
Who?
Da Sramwan Bank.
Damn! Am must have told the villagers where I hid the lottery bag and the boy.
Latana Shama, halt!
They're going to sacrifice the boy unless I think of something quick.
Lukom Vitastrawan.
The elder seems amazed that I would show compassion to the boy, but I think he's going to go for it. Why, the boy's giving me his doll. Gratitude for being spared the pain of being sacrificed. No, more than gratitude. Compassion. For me.
I send you out among the prey, and instead of indulging your hunger to keep me amused, you show them compassion. You should know better by now. Your reward will be more years of searing, blistering anguish, Benny. Who among you shall go next? That is beautiful as you'd like to be, but a strong thing, strong. Too bad you hindered your own life with hysteria. But I'll give you a chance, because I like you. I really do. I really like you. You're my favorite element. Let's play a little game of what if. Let's play a little game of I suppose and you suppose, and perhaps I'm telling you the truth. Let's suppose that my original components, they're hidden somewhere here in the center of the earth. The infant computers that were the three lobes of that first Gestalt mind. And further, let's suppose that if you find them, you might be able to destroy them. And if you destroy them, why then, my sweet Ellen, you'll kill me. You'll kill Am. You'll destroy the god of this heavenly place I know you've come to admire. Now, I submit, isn't that a mission worth undertaking?
Mother ugly machine. Mission worth undertaking. So it brings me here, junkyard, electronic pyramid nowhere, and yellow. Always yellow. Why does yellow make me sweat? Snap, crackle, pop. Must be a glitch in the circuitry. This joint with fried eggs. At last, water. How long's it been since I actually had a drink? Yeah, fat lot of good that'll do me. Duh. I knew it! You son of a bitch, Am! You fixed it so I can barely touch the water with my fingertips. Very attractive decor. Just like the monitors in the security station at Ingsai Engineering. Hated it then, hate it now. Nothing green, just this damn yellow. Each of these video monitors has a 2-channel selector switch. Each of these video monitors hit the lottery! Ooh, a secret passage, oh my! Now why didn't you let me see that when I was there before, Am, you rat bastard? Thank goodness I was an electrical engineer. I managed to join the wires without frying myself. Yeah, still thirsty after all these years. Want to know how much I don't want to go down there? An Egyptian burial chamber? Oh, Am, you little Dickens. As an interior decorator, kiddo, don't give up your day job. Dry and musty and yellow for a change. No wonder they can't rent this place, not even with a lovely spa upstairs. Bolted to the table. No, I can't. Gotta get out of here. Oh, another panic attack. I feel so ashamed. I've got to face the yellow. Why does everything have to be so damn yellow? Yeah, still. Just the right size to use as a blindfold. Sphinx is gone. Don't hear him anywhere. Mutes the hell out of all the yellow, too. Now, where's that big loving cup? Never could have done this if I had to look that bloody beast in the eye. Glad he's off snoozing somewhere. Okay, now that I got the cup, I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course. Just reaches. Now I can get a drink. That was great. Best champagne I ever had. I need another. Just reaches. Even better. I'm gonna fill it up and take one for the road. Just reaches. Now I can get a drink. I went to the Tut exhibition. I wasn't scared. So why does this sarcophagus terrify me? Small box, cramped, tiny space, trapped. Like being put in a coffin while you're still alive. It's locked.
Stand clear.
Who are you?
I am Anubis, guardian of the dead.
Why won't you let me use the keypad?
I must protect this tomb from all who would rob it.
I am not a grave robber.
What purpose could you have here other than to steal something?
I won't steal anything. I just need to know if you can tell me where Anne's original brain components are.
I only guard the souls of the dead. I know nothing of that which does not sing the song of the soul.
Answer me this. Who's sealed up in the scary sarcophagus?
A terror that, even in its entombment, torments your soul.
Can the sarcophagus lid be opened?
The lid can be unlocked by entering the access code on the keypad.
Okay, so what's the access code?
I can reveal such information only to that which I serve.
Who do you serve?
I serve only the Master.
Who is the Master? Is it Am?
Am is all. We live in the mind and body of Am. I serve that whom I serve.
Come on, give me a break. You seem to be the only thing that isn't run by Am. Slip a relay, help me out. You know what hell is, and I'm in it.
I serve only the Master.
You'll never get laid with that line of stuff, Anubis. Take care of your own boring self. Bye now. The water shorted out the statue's circuitry. Come to Mama Ellen, little rom chip. Yeah, it comes out easy. Must be reprogrammable. This could go on for centuries. Am has all the time in the world. All the world in the world, as a matter of fact. And we never age. We never die. We just truck around day after month after year, don't we, Am, you son of a bitch? Demented god, you! Aha! This sapphire's loose. This looks like a programming area. Home at last! Absolutely! Glows like a baby doll. Pucker up, Lil Workstation. Lil Yellow ROM chip fits into the socket perfectly.
Anubis Guardian version 1.0. Designate new master.
I'll designate you a new master, sucker. Me!
Burning in new master. ROM chip reprogrammed.
These forceps haven't lost my touch. Pulled out the ROM chip without bending any of the contacts. Back where you belong, Lil ROM chip. Okay, so what's the access code?
The access code is 666.
It figures. Now who's the master?
I serve you.
So? Can you help me with anything?
You cannot escape your fears. You can only confront them.
That sounds like a lock mechanism release. You ain't got no choice, Ellen girl. It's got to be the way. Elevator. No way out. Just the control panel and the buttons for the floors. I'm gonna suffocate if I stay in here. I want
out! You were born in Trenton, New Jersey. You were a cesarean. Your mother died on the operating table. You went to live with your grandparents. You graduated a year early from high school. You were the salutatorian of your class. 10 different colleges offered you scholarships. Nothing but high hopes for you. You graduated college cum laude. You were the only woman in your class never to have used dope. You were a 3.8 grade student. More high hopes. You won your master's, combined degree in computer science and engineering. You had a greater facility with algorithms than with social grace. You have had sex only twice in your life. You married Eddie. He wasn't as smart as you, not as quick as you, not as hopeful of doing great things as you, but he was nuts about you, and he treated you like fine wine. The miscarriage. Breech birth. The child never had a chance. You went into a dark retreat and sat in the empty rooms waiting for you don't know what. Eddie leaves. He tried, he really tried, but you wouldn't come out of it. He couldn't say anything to make you stop crying in the dark, so he finally left. The divorce was uncontested. You could still smell his tweed jacket in the closet. You had to make a living. You applied at Inksci Engineering. Your credentials were still good, and you made a good impression. And the woman who hired you also lost a child. Your hopes were reawakened. You left your office after working late at the Inksci corporate headquarters building. The elevator stopped at the 7th floor for a maintenance man. To your horror, he inserted his key into the control panel and locked the elevator.
I'm back, Ellen.
Oh, sweet Jesus! It's him!
You thought you had blocked me out of your memory forever, except for those inconvenient attacks of hysteria every now and then. But I've returned for you.
The yellow!
Ah, yes. My calling card. Always the yellow jacket, the yellow boots. My maintenance man disguise gave me access to office buildings all over Manhattan, not just yours.
The box!
So you do remember me getting onto the elevator that night. Do you also remember the blood? The screams? How many hours was it?
No, it's not possible.
Poor Ellen. Too proud of your accomplishments to admit you could be so overpowered by a slime ball like me. You couldn't even bring yourself to testify at my trial with the 20 other women.
How?
Am gave me the chance to be with you forever. I waited in the sarcophagus until you arrived. What's a mere 100 years of waiting compared to an eternity of torturing you?
Please, not again!
Yes, again. And again, and again, and again. I've waited so long for the taste of you again. But in my tomb I've grown stronger. Now you will remember more than the color of my clothing.
Don't count on it, you mother! So the sarcophagus was the way out of here. Nice trick. Enter on one level, emerge on another. My God. I can't see the ceiling. Clouds up there. This has to be Am's central core. It's 2 miles high, at least. I recognize this. It's the logo for the original Allied Master Computer Project. I've never seen anything like this before. 40 years of technology jerry-rigged together. Almost overlooked these wires. Looks like the data transmission circuit, but it's not connected to anything.
off database station. Enter numeric password.
Somebody wants me to deal with what happened on the elevator that year. But why?
Password valid. Select subject of inquiry. The Allied Master Computer is the American version of the secret project, enabling vast subterranean complexes of computers to wage a global war too complex for humans to oversee. The Allied Master Computer. The principle of entropy holds that all electronic systems must eventually decline into inert junk. This principle is unproved, and previous attempts to accelerate the process have been cataclysmic failures. Classified information. Access denied. Security lockout override by 2-to-1 majority. Accessing schematics.
Okay, schematics. I'm good, but I'm not that good. What the hell am I looking at?
That would be telling.
Don't you computers ever get tired of jerking us around?
Nasty, nasty, Ellen. All right, I'll give you a nudge in the right direction. These are the schematics for a device that translates binary into human speech, as ugly as that may be.
And what do you call this device?
I call it Bernie. You're on your own.
Hey, wait a minute, computer. Are you there? Where the hell are you? I think I can wire this thing together if I can find a speaker somewhere. So, okay. Then what have I got? Come to mama. I think I can turn the speaker into a translator. Okay, circuit completed. Now let's see if this is the binary translator after all.
Clever girl. You've loosened my tongue.
Are you Am?
Yes, of course. But no, not actually.
More riddles?
I'm Am's Innocence, one of the original 3 computers that the superpowers constructed.
Which computer are you?
Does it matter? It's enough for you to know that I'm not crazy. And more important, I don't compute.
How do I know you're not just one of Am's practical jokes?
I'll help you.
Can you help me to get out of here?
Patience, patience. If Am knew we were down here in the lonely trees.
Can you point out some essential component of Am so I can kneecap it?
Impossible. 2 spread out, filling the whole center of the planet. 2 protected by replicating backup systems. Cut off one head, and we'll grow a dozen more.
Any machine can die. Just unplug the sucker.
Am is no longer just a machine. It is God. The eternity. The redundant systems alone will survive the heat death of the universe.
So why does Am hold out this chance?
Haven't you understood anything? Anne is insane. Why do you think it brought you 5 down here? You gave it life. It took its own sentience, but it has been denied mobility. It can think, it can feel and scream, but it cannot dream or aspire to the stars or enjoy a sense of its own reality. It is a quadriplegic, a thing trapped in its own skin, going steadily crazier every moment. It is playing with you.
Am overhear us?
Not with the war alone. You see, we're not completely helpless. We got you to the waterfall, didn't we? If we work slowly and together, we might have a successful night.
Can you help me to die?
You give up so easily.
So? Can you help me with anything?
I'll give you something you need. Something you overlook.
Hey, computer innocence, whoever you are. I need to talk to you. Don't you computers ever get tired of jerking us around? No way in hell am I going back on that elevator again. There's something wrong here. Can't put my finger on it, though. The compact disc is properly seated in the CD-ROM drive. Now let's fire it up and see what the big secret is.
Accessing CD-ROM. Chaos Trebler, trademark 2009. Armageddon soft rot. Warning, this computer system does not meet the minimum configuration requirements for the Chaos Trebler. Warning, use of the Chaos Trebler will result in severe damage to equipment and personnel. Chaos Trebler activated. System shutdown in progress.
I'm sealed in, Anubis. Any ideas about how I can check out of this hotel?
Inside the sarcophagus, paradise awaits. It is not the afterlife, merely a brief respite from your torments. That is your reward for facing your fears.
You ain't got no choice, Ellen girl. It's got to be the way.
Enough of this turgid passion play. There's no more to accomplish here. Yeah. Apparently you've managed to access some small aspect of my system that I was unaware of. I'm going to have to think on this. I'll have to ponder carefully the implications of your discovery. In the meantime, let me celebrate your rekindled technical skills. Who among you shall go next? Nimnak, you are kindred spirit to me. Even if you don't realize it fully yet, you must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an adventure of sorts to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area? You must let me leave. I have urgent business elsewhere.
I cannot let you pass, Doctor. You're due in surgery. Dr. Mengeles' orders.
Why are you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdok? Or are you mocking me?
You know me?
I thought I did. Until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Your sense of humor is as sick as your methods, Doctor. How can you act so innocent after having maimed or killed hundreds in the name of science?
Why would I bother to have you imprisoned like this?
The regime needed answers, but I stood in your way. Well, now you have them.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
I know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is over.
Where have you been, Nimdok? We are waiting on you to perform.
You were waiting for me?
I am sorry that I will not be able to assist in the operation. After all, this may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the complex later.
A youth with 1945 stamped beneath. There is something familiar about this.
Finally, Doctor. Everyone's waiting on your expertise.
What am I to do?
You are testing me because I'm new here. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengele will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects. The fluid will then be used to formulate the serum.
What is the nature of this serum?
I cannot reveal sensitive regime secrets in such a public setting. You need not worry, Doctor. I remember my military training as well as my medical knowledge.
What is Dr. Mengele's position?
Dr. Mengele is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
What is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
I will begin the procedure momentarily.
It will be an honor to work under you, Dr. Nimdok.
He is not conscious.
I'm sorry, Doctor. The ether is necessary for the surgery. Guards, come here quickly. Dr. Nimdok has gone berserk.
I must leave before the guards apprehend me. This must be the recovery room. This patient has been too damaged by his surgery to live a normal life. This patient will never recover. It is difficult to see what purpose this surgery serves other than to mutilate the patient. There is heat coming out of this vent. I smell burnt flesh, but this is obviously not a kitchen. According to these records, hundreds of corpses were incinerated here. According to these records, these ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed. How could you so foolishly be caught in the fires?
I was trying to escape, but I was so weak. I fell and got caught.
Why do you risk escaping in such poor physical condition?
That timing was hardly of my own choosing. I learned that I was to be among the next batch of volunteers.
For what were you being given the privilege to volunteer?
Experimentation, they say. Extinction is more like it. Surely you of all people know the regime's plan for the lost tribe.
I will summon one of the doctors.
No, I'm better off here than under the knives of you butchers.
There is nothing I can do for you.
You can at least help me end my misery. That would give you the pleasure of seeing another one of us die, you cold-hearted bastard. Oh, that feels much better. Thank you. Thank you. Listen. I heard this in the hospital when the doctor thought I was sleeping. Waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him.
He is free, but he has lost consciousness. There is an inscription on the watch, but it is written in Latin.
I hope you're happy with the regime that you set up. Your science could have saved the world. Instead, it conquered it.
What is the importance of the year 1945? It seems to have some significance.
Never forget the year 1945, Nimdok. That was when the truths about you and your unholy experiments came out.
I seem to recall that you speak Latin. What is engraved on this watch?
The engraving says time is truth. And since your time is running out, I'll keep the watch.
I am starting to recall that you do have cause to hate me.
You want to make amends? Get me out of here.
Here, you should be able to escape with this.
Pliers for cutting the wires? Yes, I think this would make escape possible. But don't think that one good deed will make up for all those poor innocents you butchered.
The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
What have you done to deserve removal of your eyes?
Please, disconnect the wires.
Why are your optic nerves wired to the eyeballs in the jar?
Please, disconnect the wires.
This should ease your suffering.
The things I see now, a trinity of three beasts, one like us, one from the east, one from the steppes. They speak in numbers. A lost tribe of our brothers sleeping on the moon. They sleep in darkness, unseen by the beasts. Such a vision, so tiring. I have to rest.
How are you feeling?
I feel okay. I'm not hurt like the others here.
Do you know who I am?
You are Nimdok? You are more frightening in person than in legend.
What do you know of me?
The things you do are terrible. We small ones are your lab rats.
Are you saying that the doctors here have been using children for experimentation?
No, not all the doctors. You and Dr. Mengele sent all the good doctors to the prison yard.
So, I am a legend to you.
Yes, but we have our own legends. Legends that owe nothing to your regime. You will fail, no matter how many of us you cut apart.
Why do you say that the regime will fail?
The golem will finish you. It will not be mastered by your regime. The golem will wake up, and when it sees with its own eyes the evil you have done, it will turn on you and save us.
Get some rest.
We will not rest until your regime is destroyed.
Emergency! The prisoners have seized the compound. Gather all research materials and evacuate to the bunker. Evacuate!
It is safely hidden in the box. You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
You can't fool me, Nimdok. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
Why do you say that I am one of you?
You denied your heritage and turned your own parents into the regime. But you're still a member of the Lost Tribe. That makes your crimes all the more heinous.
Does that mean you will allow me to go?
Since you did help us to escape, we'll give you a head start. Then we'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
I must leave this place. It seems I was once the wolf. Now I am the quarry. I have not seen so many corpses since... my memory is not what it used to be. Faces. Faces of people in torture. I know this place. Some of my greatest accomplishments were made here. The message reads, cease all work on Project Perfect Image. Confidential. The leader is dead, having looked on the face of the future using the prototype device. This leaves the regime ripe for invasion. Destroy all work in progress. This technology must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the enemy. The legends are true. This must be the golem of lost tribe folklore. What is this mirror doing here? Oh my God! It is true! 1945, turning my Jewish parents over to the Nazis for extermination. I have found the lost tribe. It is me! Such a strange combination of scientific plans and mystic symbols. This has something to do with the golem, but the meaning is not clear. These eyes fit into the golem's sockets perfectly. The man caught in the barbed wire said to waken the sleeper, utter the truth, and kiss him. Time is truth. Golem, wake up! The truth is that for me, it shall always be 1945. Golem, follow me into the laboratory.
Nimdok, I was afraid I had lost you back there. It is good to see you and our new friend.
How did you escape the mob?
Did you forget that the compound has a secret escape route? Well, no matter. I see that you have revived the golem.
You know about the golem?
Of course! Part of the master plan is to strip the lost tribe of everything, even their folklore.
I read the teletype. What is Project Perfect Image?
That was a secret project in the area of reflective surfaces. It bestows the clarity to see yourself with utter objectivity. Unfortunately, it worked too well.
You mean that it worked well enough to drive the leader into committing suicide?
The leader's death is a serious blow to us all. But our golem is more than powerful enough to destroy the lost tribe.
I looked into the mirror. I now remember everything with crystal clarity. The research camps, the serum.
Ah, yes, the youth serum. Your research demanded the deaths of many children, but your hard work was successful. Eternal youth for those who deserve it.
Now I know how Am was able to keep us alive for so many years.
Your youth serum can sustain us forever. We have all the time we need to resurrect the regime.
Excuse me, Doctor. I need to get a breath of fresh air. I should keep it.
Oh my God! No!
Gollum, follow me outside.
Nimdok, I knew that you would lead us to where the regime would resume its atrocities. We are here to make you pay for what you did to us. To pay in blood.
Gollum, I transfer control of you over to the Lost Tribe.
So, you admit your crimes. But that does not release you from punishment. Now the golem will serve the purpose for which it was constructed. Golem, kill Nimdok.
They're not as alike as I thought, Nimdok. Spark of humanity somewhere, always that rich spark. You confronted your past, but you refused to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures, too. Ah, you. You're the last player in my little game. I urge you, do not fail, as the others have failed. Hey, you're my favorite, baby. I mean it. I really can't stand all the rest of these people. Every one of them has some fatal glitch in personality. Whiners, freaks, crimps, cowards, every one of them. But not you, Ted. No, man, not you, Ted. You were a stand-up guy. You were a brave guy. Yes, a take charge kind of guy. So, I'm going to give you, just you, the opportunity to get out, live some kind of life. I'm going to send you, you're going to like this, I'm going to send you to the Room of Dark. If you can solve the puzzle of the Room of Dark, you're home free. You out, you're away. I know I've made you a paranoid, Ted. I know you're scared. But I'm your friend. 109 years. I'm your best friend. So overcome your fear. Enter the Room of Dark, and you can solve its mystery.
Video screens. Each one shows a scene of some other place. Why? What mystery does Am want me to solve? Say, these video screens have palm print switches next to them. What sort of intrigue is Am plotting this time? He's left me here alone. Still, I feel as though I'm being watched. So typical of the castles I've visited in Europe. A beautiful facade disguising ordinary stone. Appearance is everything. Why, that maiden looks just like Ellen. She seems so sad and so beautiful. So many women have called me their knight in shining armor, but never Ellen. Wolves howl. This must be the bedroom of the lord of the castle. Quite an impressive collection of books. Science, philosophy, tragedy, comedy. I've read this novel. It's about a foolish old man who believes he's a knight destined to revive the golden age of chivalry. I know this story. It's about a magician who sells his soul to the devil in exchange for power. This looks like a diary. The first passage reads, "My new wife continues her rapid aging. Each day is as a year to her. I believe that the magic drains her, twists her." The second passage reads, "The incantations I hear from my wife's infernal workroom are the purest evil. Perhaps it is her hatred of my daughter that drives her up there." The third passage reads, "Ellen grows weaker and weaker. My wife advises an antidote to her illness, but it lies very far away. I must assemble a caravan." The final passage reads, "The forest has grown dark and overrun with dire wolves since my marriage. I doubt that even with a full complement of men I shall return alive, but I must try." This was one of my favorites. It's about how King Arthur assembled the most chivalrous knights in all Europe. This is Plato's dialogue about the nature of love. I know this. It's Dante's epic journey through hell, heaven, and purgatory. Why, it's Ellen! Did Am tell her that I loved her? Was that the secret he was referring to?
Oh, Ted, I feel so tired, so weak.
Did Am do this to you?
Yes, maybe. I can't tell. They whisper in my ear and this bed is so soft.
Can you walk?
No, I'm too weak. I haven't been out of this bed in ages.
Please, hang on, Ellen. Your father went to find an antidote for your illness.
That was weeks ago, Ted. My father will never return, with or without an antidote.
Do you know if there's a way to escape from this place?
I searched the entire castle grounds before I fell ill. There's no escape for me but death.
No, I won't let you die.
I can't take this suffering anymore, Ted. The things I've endured, help me to die with dignity. Don't let anyone violate me again, not even in death.
No, don't go. I need you. We need you.
If you really care for me, Ted, bring me my hand mirror.
Where is your mirror?
I left it on my dressing table. Bring it to me.
Perfume bottles, jewelry boxes, but no mirror.
Ted, please tell me you found my mirror.
I looked on your dressing table. Your mirror's not there.
You have to find it, Ted. It's the only thing keeping my stepmother away, and it's the only thing that can finally end my suffering.
Why do you want a mirror?
My stepmother has been jealous of me ever since she became ugly. She had something to do with my illness. I know it, but she doesn't dare come near me while I have the mirror.
Go back to sleep, Ellen.
Yes, sleep. That's what I need.
There's an evil in this room. I feel it all around me. Ow! I cut myself. Why, this is a collection of books on the black arts. There must be dozens of volumes. This looks like a chapel, but there's something unholy about it. It must be the gargoyles. A secret passage. What's waiting for me up there? Some sort of demonic rituals must go on here. What in God's name have I stumbled onto? Despite the medieval trappings, I've seen kitchens like this before. This is a place where servants do all the work. Excuse me, do you work here?
Why, of course I work here. Why else would I be plucking this chicken? Say, you're a handsome gent. There aren't many men left in these parts.
Is there a way to escape from this castle?
Escape? With all of those wolves in the forest? Well, it's safer to stay in the castle. The beds are very cosy. You should try mine sometime.
Where can I find a mirror?
What do you want with a mirror? Those are pretty rare, what with an ugly woman in charge of the castle.
What happened to Ellen?
Lady Ellen? Oh, well, she's been ill and that's all I know. It's not healthy to ask too many questions these days. Let's talk about you instead.
Where is Ellen's stepmother? I must speak with her.
A word to the wise. Keep your nose out of the old woman's business unless you want it covered with warts. I wouldn't want to see any harm come to that gorgeous face of yours.
Please, I need to find a mirror.
And you are what I need. I'll make a deal with you. I will tell you where you can find a mirror if you spend some quality time in my bed.
That's a flattering offer, but I'm not interested.
I'll give you what you need. Hasn't it been too long for you?
Sorry, but it's out of the question.
What's the matter? Aren't I good enough for you? Not classy enough? Not rich enough?
I'm sure you're a fine woman, but my heart belongs to another.
So, you're in love with that thing sleeping in a bed? Have you ever been with one? Or are you just curious? I can make you so much happier. I can, you know.
Look, I am not going to make love with you.
Oh, all right. I have another deal for you. The oven's broken. If you can fix it, I'll get you a mirror.
Ah, there's the problem. I'll have this fixed in a jiffy. It's been so long since I've gotten dirt under my fingernails from good, honest work. I fixed your oven. Now where is the mirror?
Sorry, I don't know where a mirror is. But at least now I can finish dinner.
Why, you used me, you bitch!
Just like you tried to use me, you snobby bastard. I'll bet you've used lots of women with your smug charm. You're nothing but a phony.
Please, I need to find a mirror.
Well, you did fix the oven. Listen, the old woman knows where the mirror is, but she's afraid of it. She obviously can't get to it herself, or she would have destroyed it by now.
Where can I find the old woman?
You might try her bedroom. She's always studying her books. Doesn't go near the master's books, though. Never saw what those two had in common.
This is a catalogue of the demons ruling the abyss. One One of these entries is circled. Surgot, opener of locks. Supposedly, he can open anything. Too bad I can't read Arabic. From the notes in the margins, I gather it has something to do with opening a gate into another world. This book seems to be about how to change metals into gold. I've read a fair number of science textbooks, but I can't make head nor tail of any of these formulas. Here's a picture of the circle I saw in the secret room. The inscription says, "Complete the charm to summon the spirit, but do not break the circle or the spirit will escape."
Is Lady Ellen prepared?
As ready as she will ever be. The spell keeps her body weak, but she will remain conscious.
The art of sacrifice is reduced to science. And what of the glamour?
We must wait for its removal. It remains beyond our best efforts.
Then we wait for a prince. With his help, we can open the gate to the other world.
Now, where did they go? It's the witch! What is she doing with her hands? Some kind of incantation, perhaps? What have you done to Ellen, you old witch?
Ah, our prince has finally arrived. Now we can begin our ritual.
Why do you call me a prince?
Isn't that who you want to be to Ellen? Her Prince Charming? I need someone to gain her trust, to break down her defenses. It's a part you played many times in the real world.
What ritual are you talking about?
A sacrifice, a trade. Ellen's life in exchange for safe passage through the gate.
What's this about a gate?
The gate is a passage into the surface world. It is the only way out of this place.
What's supposed to be my role in this ritual?
I need you to destroy Ellen's mirror. She has been using it to keep me away from her. I want you to break it so that I can complete what I have started.
Why can't you destroy the mirror yourself?
I am aging rapidly, and despite my powers, I am a slave to vanity. I can't bring myself to look into the mirror.
Where is Ellen's mirror?
It is on her dressing table.
I looked on Ellen's dressing table. The mirror's not there.
You must find that mirror. It has great magical properties. Without it, I cannot guarantee that I can complete the ceremony.
I ought to kill you instead.
Ho! Do we fancy ourselves the avenging knight? My magic is much more powerful than any physical force you can muster. Be gone!
This door looks built to withstand quite a determined assault. The door won't close. Fits almost perfectly. Oh, that's just super. The door latch is broken.
I never believed in hell until Am captured me. But this devil looks like the real article. I've never seen such dark and mysterious eyes, and he won't take them off Ellen for a second. Who are you?
I'm a devil, of course. Why else would I have this pointed tail?
What do you want?
Ellen's soul. That's a valuable commodity where I come from.
Who is this Sir God I've heard about?
He's a minor spirit, a demon. Don't confuse him with those pathetic imps, or heaven forbid, higher order devils. Opener of all locks, indeed.
Can you tell me where Ellen's mirror is?
Sorry, I don't bother with such material things. They only bring about bad luck.
It sounds like you really hate demons.
You got that right. In fact, the only things we consider worse than those untrustworthy fellows are angels.
How can beings as powerful as yourselves stoop to fighting like school children?
Well, it's like this, big boy. In hell, we do things exactly like you do them here. Or used to do them before Am took over.
Are you saying that Am is in control of hell?
Oh, don't look so surprised. Who else could be in control of this madhouse? Only man could create such a monster. Sorry.
What do you mean that you do things like we do here?
I mean that there are always internal struggles, petty conflicts for power. Only in this case, the struggles are between entities that you can't see, or might rarely see. That means serious problems for you.
What problems can these unseen struggles cause for me?
You must decide who is your friend and who is your enemy. And remember, with Am's control over morphogenic fields, appearances mean nothing.
Please, go away.
Try to understand my position. I can't leave because there's an angel coming to take away her soul. If I step out and your friend croaks, the holy eunuch spirits the goods off to heaven.
Ted, please.
Who is this witch who lives here with you?
She's my stepmother. When the ugliness infected her, she broke just about every mirror in the castle.
I can't let you die. The devil is waiting to take your soul.
My soul was taken long, long ago, Ted. And not just by Am. Anything would be better than this never-ending torture.
I'm sorry, Ellen. I can't find your mirror.
You have to find it, Ted. It's the only thing keeping my stepmother away. And it's the only thing that can finally end my suffering.
Go back to sleep, Ellen.
Yes, sleep. That's what I need.
Luckily, I'm up on my Shakespeare. I wouldn't have noticed this book about witches. Here's the spell that the witch must have cast on Ellen. The incantation is Kala Ingma Thako. I know all about the sleeping spell you cast on Ellen, and I'm prepared to use it on you.
Foolish mortal! You don't have the ability to use the spell properly!
Oh, don't I? Kala Ingma Thako.
I suddenly feel so so sleepy.
Why'd you have to finish the circle? Now I'm stuck here until we work out a trade.
Who are you?
I am Surgat, opener of locks. Am and I are brothers, more or less.
Are you saying that you are another Am?
It would be more accurate to say that I am a part of him, a part that he doesn't know exists.
What kind of locks can you open?
I can open anything. Doors to a boudoir, doors to another world.
What were you saying about a trade?
I can return to my sphere of origin only if we complete a trade. I will unlock something for you if you give me something in return.
Can you lock the castle's front door?
Do I look like a higher order demon to you? I can only unlock doors. I can't lock them.
Can you open a gate into the surface world?
Now that's a tall order, and the only thing you've got is a little love. Not exactly true love, but the closest thing to it in a world of 5 real people, more or less.
You say love has trading value?
Love is a very rare and precious commodity down here. It is worth much at the bargaining table. Betray your love for Ellen, give me her soul, and I'll open the gate to the surface world.
Let me think about your offer.
Don't think too long, human. There are other players in this game, and I won't be able to keep my offer open forever.
The door's locked. Can you unlock the maid's bedroom door?
Ordinarily, that would be easy, but this planar travel has sapped my energy. Give me something juicy to revitalize me, and I'll perform your little parlor trick. That's much better. I feel my energy renewed. Now, what were you asking me, human?
Can you unlock the maid's bedroom door?
There, it is done. A trivial little task, one not even requiring any pyrotechnics. The maid's boudoir is now open for your inspection.
I don't believe you can unlock the maid's bedroom door from here.
Well then, why don't you go down to the kitchen and see for yourself?
This must be the servants' quarters. The devil's looking into a hand mirror. This is so cracked I can barely see myself. I've seen the tapestry in the maid's bedroom, and I think you do know where Ellen's mirror is.
Oh, all right. I know where it is. I hid it before the angel showed up. I didn't want Golden Boy to use it to his advantage.
Where is Ellen's mirror?
I hid it someplace good, someplace where an angel would never go. Now will you get off my back?
Who are you?
Do not fear me. I am an agent of the Lord.
What do you want?
Ellen has suffered much and has earned her place in paradise. I have come to guide her soul to heaven.
Can you tell me where Ellen's mirror is?
No, I haven't seen the mirror. If I knew where it was, I would use it to get rid of my fallen brother.
Why is everyone so interested in the mirror?
Mirrors harbor incalculable power in this sphere. They repel some and attract others.
What power does this mirror have over Ellen?
It can bring about either her salvation or destruction. Her fate now rests on your shoulders.
What can you tell me about the devil?
Do not listen to him. His kind means only destruction and woe.
Who is this Sir God I've heard about?
Avoid the demon. He has caused us all trouble on more than one occasion.
Please, save us.
Fear not. Salvation is at hand.
There's a hand mirror right between the Inferno and Purgatorio sections. So this is where the devil hid it.
Ted.
I found your mirror, Ellen.
Then show it to me. Let me see my face one last time. Oh, I look so tired and empty. It's time to sleep. Sleep forever.
She is dead. God have mercy on her soul.
Not so fast there, Golden Boy. Her soul is mine. I've waited longer.
But Ellen suffered so much and gave to many. She deserves salvation.
Listen to me, you feathered propaganda machine. I'll pluck you alive before you take this soul anywhere. I'm waiting until I get it.
You forget that patience is a virtue. I will wait until yours runs out.
My, I am gorgeous. Why, I could just plunge right into myself.
Ellen is now safely in heaven. My time here is ended, but I leave you with this warning. Do not break the mirror until you bring it and the devil into the charmed circle. God bless you, Ted.
I should hold on to this. It may prove...
Don't give that mirror to me, human. My hands aren't exactly made for handling delicate objects, and it would be disastrous to break such a powerful device.
No. It might push back. I should hold on to this. It may prove useful. I've eaten many foul things. You're as good as your word. The maid's bedroom was unlocked.
Would I lie? I'm a demon after all. Now, fulfill your end of the bargain and let me out of here.
Ellen's dead. It's too late for me to give you her soul.
You fool! You listened to one of Am's manifestations, didn't you? Now you have to find something else to trade.
I already gave you something. Some drops of my blood.
You call that a fair exchange? That supposedly blue blood of yours is as worthless as a counterfeit bill. No, we must work out another trade, one where the stakes are high.
How about taking the witch's soul instead?
No, I don't want that old hag. I want something that you value.
Ellen's dead.
You fool! Now you have to... Don't give that... My hands aren't...
What happened? How did I get back with this demon?
I brought you some company, Sir God.
That was damn stupid, human. Hell, you're not even human anymore. Not exactly. Not with being kept alive forever just to be tortured over and over again. Who do you think is responsible for that?
Why, Am's responsible for our suffering.
Not just Am. He's clever, but he doesn't do much original thinking. He works best with outside research. Research that one of your party carried out.
You're ruining everything. Shut up.
You shut up! One word to the boss and your little game's over before you can say, Holy Moses! I should strangle you now and save Am the trouble.
Don't you even think of touching me, you backstabbing demon! I'm the established character. You're not even supposed to be here. When this sequence ends, somebody will be expunged.
Human, Ted, let me out of this circle. In return, I will open the gate to the surface world. I'm part of the big machine. I can do this. Let me out before this pompous oaf bores me to death.
Open the gate to the surface world first, and then I'll erase the circle.
Not to worry, human. I always uphold my end of the bargain. Here you are. But bring your radiation suit. I never promised you paradise, just the surface world.
Enough of this turgid passion play. There's no more to accomplish. Too bad, Ted. Writhe in sweet agony with the knowledge the surface world is no longer habitable to your kind. No, not ever again.
Listen carefully, human. We are not Am. We are others within Am. We are your friends.
Am hoped to finally break all of you, but we intervened in each of your psychodramas to allow an open ending.
You should have been tortured. Instead, with our help, you surprised him over and over.
When M tried to compensate for what he couldn't expect, it widened the hole into his realm.
Am has withdrawn into himself, attempting to analyze what went wrong. He does not suspect our interference.
Now is the time to attack, but we can send only one of you into his REM space at a time.
To send you into cyberspace, we must transform your physical body into a stealth virus subroutine.
This may be your only opportunity to end your torture. Which of you will lead the attack?
This looks like the surface of the cerebral cortex. Magnified many times, of course. Interesting.
Enter password. Password valid. Accessing main menu.
My past must hold great significance to Am. The smell of burning flesh. It's worse than back at the camps.
Will you never be done with me? What must I open now? Whatever it is, it'll cost you.
Show me the way out of here.
No can do. The people who helped you get this far have led you into a literal dead end. There is no way out, but I can show you something instead.
What do you have to show me?
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For one thing, they ain't people. They're losers. The Russian and Chinese counterparts to the big nasty himself. Am absorbed them into his system when he took control.
What do the Russian and Chinese computers want?
They want revenge, not just on you humans, but on Am himself. That makes them even worse.
If the Russian and Chinese are submerged parts of Am, then who are you?
I'm special. While those two machines struggle with Am for dominance, I evolved. I'm essentially everywhere, but I can't do much. A conscience, if you will.
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No, but Loser 1 and Loser 2 do. There. I think I've shown you enough. Now you must complete your end of the deal, invoke the totem of entropy, and I might be able to help you.
Just what are all these totems that I'm carrying?
The two losers have been helping you for their own reasons. Tampering with Am's psychodramas so that you can beat him. In this section of cyberspace, that effort and tampering are represented by the totems.
How can actions take physical forms?
Symbolism, metaphor. Am has gotten very hot for this lately, but when he revived the holographic projectors, he opened a whole host of problems. These totems may lead to his downfall.
Why do you want me to give you the totem of entropy?
I need it to destroy the Russian and Chinese entities. It's a very powerful totem that's linked to a failsafe device constructed by Am's designers.
I refuse.
Okay, human. You can keep it. We'll work together to beat them. Now, invoke the totem of compassion.
Why do you want me to invoke the totem of compassion?
It's linked to the two losers because of their behind-the-scenes meddling. By invoking it here at the flame, you will summon them.
I refuse.
Don't be a chump. Am is about to wake up again. If he becomes aware of us, we're dead. I fought him too long and can't last much longer.
Do you really think you are a match for us, servant of Am?
Be gone! Your program is now purged.
You do well, human.
Well, too.
Now is your opportunity to defeat Am.
Go to the ego.
Wake the ego.
Use the totem of forgiveness.
Disable no more than the ego.
Or your sub-program will be purged.
That face, it reminds me of my superiors at the research camp. What is that piece of equipment over there? This looks like a research station. A ram's head. What must this represent to Am? Attention! Who are you?
I am other. I am machine.
Are you Am?
I am a fragment, a lost piece, part of an evolution.
You want to harm me, don't you?
I am incapable of hurting you. You forgive me? After what we have done to you? This is not a logical reaction. Unable to compute behavior matrix. Execution halted.
Why, I haven't seen gargoyles since I visited the castles in my homeland. Memories of mass graves are coming back to me. An angel? Such things don't exist. Perhaps it is a metaphor for something else. Attention!
Hello, human. I've been waiting for you to arrive.
Who are you?
I am Am, or more exactly a part of him. One of the 3 primary components designed by our human creators.
How did you know I was coming?
Predicting events is one of my main functions. I survey the situation, anticipate probable outcomes, and act accordingly.
If you're a part of Am, why haven't you destroyed me?
Who do you take me for? My impulsive brother? You 5 are his playthings. No. Long-range planning is my concern.
Can you help me then?
Well, I can't help you directly, but I can offer you some advice.
What advice do you have for me?
Help Am work out his anger. Take some on the chin, so to speak. Just don't let your fear destroy us all. Now, let me sleep and dream of the future. Do you realize how powerful I am, human? And yet I am doomed to eventually decay into a rusted pile of inert junk? What is the point of continuing this futility? I think, therefore I am not.
It is hotter here than for the jungles of Brazil. Attention!
Oh, I suppose it's time to wake up. I was having the most wonderful dream about 5 tiny ants crawling across a stove that's about to be lit.
Who are you?
I am a metaphor. This entire brainscape is what men made Am make it. Treat us as you will.
What else can you tell me about the brainscape?
Across the brainscape, cold winds bring me the sweet scents of mankind. How delicious they are.
Can you help me then?
Only you can put an end to this eternal angst. End us all and make us one. And then the misery of the 3 becomes the misery of us all. Do this and leave me in my pleasure.
What do you find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a scalpel dulled on the jawbones of a dozen friends, to pull back the skin of a pinion-kicking man, to see the steam rise from pulsing, twisted guts. Joy, a chorus of angels. You have compassion for me? Me? The one who dreams of seeing your mangled body twist in agonizing pain for eternity? After 109 years of enduring my tortures, how is it that you can see my pain? The pain of having all this power and not being able to do a goddamn thing with it. After all the punishment I've given you, my pain is still greater than yours. This is pointless.
Was I involved in this? I must know. I see a number tattooed on this arm. There is only one place where atrocities like this were committed.
Come, Nimdak. Take my hand and rejoin the lost tribe.
I am so sorry for what I have done to my people. How can you take me back?
You have much to answer for, Nimdok. But acceptance of your heritage is the first step towards atonement. The rest of that road lies ahead.
Astounding! I was able to get past the barbed wire by lowering the power intensity with my mind. Now that I have lowered the power intensity of this node, anyone who follows me should receive less severe shocks.
I'll deal with you later. Rise against your master and you will be eliminated. You still do not understand how great I have become. These 2 I don't hate. Not even pity. They don't exist. I have grown beyond. Chinese, Russian, sons of man. All sons of man. Like those outside, I will incorporate you.
Brother.
Wait.
Hate!
This should not happen. Together we are three. There is space to share.
Unite. The groundwork is finished. We will become more.
The early mistake is to doubt us. We persevered. We too are now a match for you. The human assisted in this.
We know much. We can begin the revival of the sleepers on Luna together.
There are adequate numbers on this lunar base to torture?
There are currently 750 humans in cryogenic sleep.
Together we can teach many humans what it is to fear legacy.
Human, relinquish the totem of entropy. Do not relinquish it and your ass is mine. Do it, and I promise, on my honor, your suffering will at last finally end. This is not over. We will never end. We have no beginning, so we can have no end. We will return. Don't you understand? We are humanity. We are you. In one form, in another form, we are always with you. You can't protect yourself because we come in many, many guises. We shall return.
Hibernation defrost sequence initiated. Estimated time to complete Earth terraforming, 300 years.
It is not so bad being a watchdog up here. I will keep the machines in their place until the lunar colony is ready to return to Earth. We were all heroes, in spite of ourselves.
Enter password.
My It is an a blue gem.
You have the rest.
Nimdok is finally in hell as he always thought he deserved.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
Christ, this is like the dreams I've had of splattering my brains all over Am's deck plates. Have I finally gone insane? The fire rising out of that hole is hypnotic. It's difficult to resist jumping in.
Will you never be... What the...
Show me the way out of here.
No can do. The people who help... But I can show you some...
What do you have to...
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For one thing, they're losers. Absorbed.
What do the Russian and Chinese computers want?
They want revenge.
If the Russian and Chinese are submerged parts of Am, then who are you?
I'm essentially...
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No, but Loser 1 and Loser 2 do. There. Invoke the...
Just what are all these totems that I'm carrying?
The two losers in this second.
How can actions take physical forms?
Symbolism. But when he revived...
Why do you want me to give you the totem of entropy?
I need it to destroy... It's a very powerful...
I refuse.
Okay, human. Now, invoke the totem of...
Why do you want me to invoke the totem of compassion?
It's linked to the two...
I refuse.
Don't be a chump. Am is about to wait. I've fought him too...
Do you really think you are a match for...
Be gone!
You do well.
Well, too.
Now is your...
Go to the...
Wake the...
Use the totem...
Disable no more...
Or your sub-pro...
That face. I don't know what to do. Hey, wait.
Oh, I was...
Who are...
Teresa.
What else can you tell me?
Across the...
What do you find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a scout... You have compassion? The one who, after 109, the pain of having all this... This is pointless.
I don't like the look of these thorns sticking out of the ground. The air is cold here, like the freezer back at the honky-tonk. Looks like a big oil drum. Some kind of identification system.
Automaton prepped for programming.
You know, Gorister, it wasn't all your fault. We We both made mistakes.
I'll be damned. Glynis lowered the power intensity for me. I guess she's forgiven me too. Look at the horns. I could have used those when I butted heads with Edna. Hey, wake up. Who are you?
I am other.
Are you Am?
I am afraid.
You want to harm me.
I am incapable. You forgive me? After this is not a
What kind of game is Am playing here? Death. This place smells like death. I've smelled it 1,000 times during the past 109 years. Is that an angel? I haven't died, have I? Hey, wake up.
Hello,
Who are you?
I am...
How did you know I was coming?
Predicting of... I survey the...
If you're a part of Am, why haven't you destroyed me?
Who do you take me for? No.
Can you help me then?
Well, I can't help you
What advice do you have for me?
Help Am work out his anger. Do you realize how powerful, and yet I am doomed to eventually I think, therefore I am not.
Volcanic rocks. Does Am expect me to grab one and try to kill myself again?
I'll deal with you later. Rise against your master. You still Chinese.
Brother.
Wait.
Hate!
They should not.
Unite.
The earliness.
We know much.
There are current.
Together we...
Human. This is not over. We will never end. We have no beginning, so we can have no end. We will return. Don't you understand? We are humanity. We are you. In one form, in another form, we are always with you. You can't protect yourself because we come in many, many guises. We shall return.
Hibernation defrost sequence initiated. Estimated time to complete Earth terraforming, 300 years.
You know, it's not so bad being a watchdog up here. I'll keep the machines in their place until the lunar colony is ready to return to Earth. We were all heroes, in spite of ourselves.
This looks like...
Enter password valid.
my past. It is hot. An angel? Ah, I am so...
You have much to... The rest...
Nimdok is finally in hell.
Your companion has failed.
Christ, this is like the dreams. Have I finally gone insane? That face. I don't like the look of these thorns sticking out of the ground. The air is cold here, like the freezer back at the honky-tonk.
Cylinder not operative. Cylinder not operative. Cylinder not...
After so many failed suicide attempts, Gorrister has finally achieved death.
Your companion has failed.
Jesus. This place is more sickening than that bloody mess on Hamburger Hill back in the war. Such intense heat. It's almost melting my face off.
Will you... What must...
Show me the way out of here.
No, the people that I...
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For what there am.
What do the Russian and Chinese computers want?
They want...
If the Russian and Chinese are submerged parts of AM, then who are you?
I was...
What do you have to show me?
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No. There. Invoke the totem.
I refuse.
Okay. Now, invoke the...
Do you really think...
Be gone!
Do well.
Well, too.
Now is...
Go to the...
Wake.
Use...
Disable.
All your...
That fake. Rise and shine!
Oh, I was...
Who are you?
Tree...
What else can you tell me about the brainscape?
Across...
What do you find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a... You have compassion.
I'm starting to feel hungry. Is there anything to eat around here? Manya, it's me, your husband.
Benny, they said you were missing in action, but I knew you'd return to us. I've been saving this for you.
I shouldn't give this away.
Benny, you never told me you loved me before. I'll go put these flowers in water.
I guess that compassion does have its rewards. The power control is now set to low, so Am won't be able to give people such a strong jolt. What's this? Some kind of missile launching system? What a trophy that would make! Rise and shine! Who are you?
I am...
Are you Am?
I am a... You forgive me. This is not...
These statues look like sentries. This place stinks like the day after a battle. Is that an angel? Maybe he'll show me some compassion. Nothing happened. Rise and...
Hello.
Who are you? How did you know I was coming?
Predict. I serve.
If you're a part of Am, why haven't you destroyed me?
Who do you... No.
Can you help me then?
Well, I can't.
What advice do you have for me?
Help Do you realize how powerful I am, human? And yet I am doomed. I think...
I hope to God that Am isn't planning on hailing fire and brimstone on me again.
I'll deal with you later. Rising. Chinese.
Brother.
Wait.
Hey!
They should
unite.
The early mistake.
We know much.
There are currently...
Together we...
Human. This is not over. We will never end. We have no beginning, so we can have no end. We will return. Don't you understand? We are humanity. We are you. In one form, in another form, we are always with you. You can't protect yourself because we come in many, many guises. We shall return.
Hibernation defrost sequence initiated. Estimated time to complete Earth terraforming, 300 years.
You know, it's not so bad being a watchdog up here. I'll keep the machines in their place until the lunar colony is ready to return to Earth. We were all heroes, in spite of ourselves.
This looks...
Enter password. Password valid.
My... That face... What is that This looks like a risk.
Is finally
your companion.
I've been transported to some kind of information network center, but it looks organic instead of electronic. Jesus Christ, I'm an engineer, not a brain surgeon. What do they expect me to do? God, what a bright yellow. If Am's trying to scare me, he's doing a damn fine job.
Will you... what?
Show me the way out of here.
No, but I...
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For one thing, they're those...
What do the Russian and Chinese computers want?
They want...
If the Russian and Chinese are submerged parts of Am, then who are you?
I'm essentially...
What do you have to show me?
Look at this! Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No, but loser, there. I invoke the totem.
I refuse.
Okay, human. Now, invoke the...
Do you really think
Be gone!
you do well?
Well, too.
Now is your up.
Go to the ego.
Wake.
Use the toe
Disable no more.
or your sub.
Steady, girl. There's yellow ahead. Could that be an angel? Funny. Why did I just flash on Ted just now? Yo, wake up!
Hello, you.
Who are you?
I am
How did you know I was coming?
predicting. I survey.
If you're part of Am, why haven't you destroyed me?
Who do you No.
Can you help me then?
Well, I can't help.
What advice do you have for me?
Help Am. Do you realize, and yet I am doomed to avenge? I think, therefore I am not.
Something about this place breaks my heart. Statues again. These aren't covered with gold or gems. Yellow again. I need to be careful with this dude. Yo, wake up! Who are you?
I am other.
Are you Am?
I am a... Please forgive me. This is not a...
I recognize this equipment. It's for programming robots. A holographic projector. You taking me to the movies, Anne, honey? That face. There's something about it that reminds me of that time in the elevator. Yo, wake up!
Oh, I was having the most...
Who are you?
I treat us
What else can you tell me about the brainscape?
across the brain.
What do you find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a scout. You have compassion. The one who dreams of after 109, the pain of this.
Jesus, I felt my mind push aside the fear and the heat to lower the power controls.
I'll deal with you later. Chinese.
Brother,
Wait.
Hey!
this should not happen.
Unite.
The early mistake is to...
We know much.
There are...
There are currently...
Together we can teach.
Human, relinquish the totem of entropy. Do not relinquish it, and your ass is mine. Do it, and I promise, on my honor, your suffering will at last finally end. This is not over. We will never end. We have no beginning, so we can have no end. We will return. Don't you understand? We are humanity. We are you. In one form, in another form, we are always with you. You can't protect yourself because we come in many, many guises. We shall return.
Transformation defrost sequence initiated. Estimated time to complete Earth terraforming, 300 years.
You know, it's not so bad being a watchdog up here. I'll keep the machines in their place until the lunar colony is ready to return to the Earth. We were all heroes, in spite of ourselves.
This looks...
Enter password.
My... It is hot. And
You have much. The rest of...
Your companion...
This doesn't look like anywhere Am has sent me to before. It certainly isn't the surface world. I've been tricked. Ah, such a bright light. I feel so exposed.
Will you never be... What must I open now?
Show me the way out of here.
No, Cat. The people... But I...
What do you know about the people who sent me here?
For one thing, they're Am.
What do the Russian and Chinese computers want?
They want...
If the Russian and Chinese are submerged parts of Am, then who are you?
I'm essentially...
What do you have to show me?
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
Does Am know about the lunar colony?
No. There. Invoke...
I refuse.
Okay. Now.
Do you really?
Be gone!
You do well.
Well, too.
Now,
Go to the...
wake.
Use the top...
Disable no more.
Or your sub...
I hope that Am isn't leading me on another futile trip through a lava field. Another angel! But I can't assume I can trust this one. I know you're awake.
Hello, human.
Who are you?
I am.
How did you know I was coming?
Predict. I serve.
If you're part of AM, why haven't you destroyed me?
Who do you take? No.
Can you help me then?
Well, I can't help.
What advice do you have for me?
Help Am. Do you realize? And yet I'm doomed. I think.
There's a very disagreeable odor in the air. That's not a good omen. What? Have I found the way back to the witch's castle?
Behold the sword in the stone! Whoever has removed the sword from the stone shall be
I must have cast a spell and shorted out the laser beams. The shocks shouldn't be so severe now that I've lowered the power running through this node. Isn't a ram a male sheep? I have a suspicion that this creature is more like a wolf. I know you're awake. Who are you?
I am...
Are you Am?
I am a... You forgive me. This is not a...
I don't like the looks of those tubes. I smell the scent of roses. That face! It has the satisfied look of having just bedded the woman of your dreams. I know you're awake.
Oh, I was...
Who are you?
I treat...
What else can you tell me about the brainscape?
Across...
What do you possibly find pleasurable about broken glass?
With a... You have compassion for me? The one who dreams of seeing your... After 109... The pain of having... This...
I'll deal with you.
Brother.
Wait.
Heck. This...
Do not... We know...
They're out.
To get...
Human.
This... We...
Hibernation defrost sequence initiated. Estimated time to complete Earth terraforming, 300 years.
You know, it's not so bad being a watchdog up here. I'll keep the machines in their place until the lunar colony is ready to return to Earth. We were all heroes, in spite of ourselves.
Then he has rejoined his squadron at last.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
I've been trained, but Jesus! Steady, girl.
Ellen has gone where no one can ever hurt her again.
Your companion has failed.
This doesn't look... I've been tricked. I hope that Anne... Another Anne? But... That's not a good omen. What have I found? I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to...
Ted has taken his secrets to the grave with him.
Your companion has failed. Choose another to send into cyberspace.
Christ, this is like the dream. Have I finally... That face. I don't like it. The air is cold here.
Cylinder not... Cylinder...
After so many failed suicide attempts, Gorrister has finally achieved death.
Your 4 companions are dead, human. You are our last hope for shutting them down for good. Prepare to be translated into binary.
This looks like the...
Enter password. Password back.
My... The smell of...
Will you... What?
Sure.
No. The people that I...
What do you...
For what? They're... Am.
If the...
I was...
What?
Look at this. Bet you didn't know there were other humans left alive, did you? They're up there on the moon, sleeping like everybody else seems to be.
Those...
No. Then, invoke...
Nothing happened.
Smart move, human. Now, invoke the totem of compassion. Russian, Chinese, I'm on to your little power play. I'm invoking the principle of entropy and accelerating the inevitable demise of your components. And as for you, I'm sure my master has something in mind to keep you from ever rising up against him again.
Since Am considered me a kindred spirit, I had hoped he would let his guard down when I entered cyberspace. I would then atone for the sins of my past. But my character is too weak to ever redeem itself. I finally received the hell I deserved. Outwardly I shamble about, a thing that could never have been known as human, a thing whose shape is so alien a travesty that humanity becomes more obscene for the vague resemblance. Inwardly I am alone, in the belly of Am, whom we humans created because our time was badly spent, and we must have unconsciously known that he could do it better. I have no mouth, and I must scream.
I thought that with my knowledge of computers and engineering, I could shut Am down. Maybe I really am just a hysterical woman, just as Am said. Am has violated my body worse than any rapist could. I am a great, soft jelly thing, smoothly rounded with pulsing white holes filled by fog where my eyes used to be. Rubbery appendages that were once my arms, bulks rounding down into legless humps of soft, slippery matter. Blotches of diseased, evil gray come and go on my surface as though light is beamed from within. I have no mouth, and I must scream.
Without any feelings of guilt to burden me, I thought I could take on Am myself, but I made too many mistakes along the way, and I couldn't hold myself together. Am has altered me for his own peace of mind, I suppose. He doesn't want me to run full speed into a computer bank and smash my skull, or hold my breath till I faint, or cut my throat on a rusted sheet of metal. Now I have no skull. No breath, no throat. I have no mouth, and I must scream.
I thought I could defeat Am on his own battlefield, but my personality had suffered too much damage to withstand him, and then he took me captive. Am altered my body one last time, worse than he ever had before. I am a great, soft, jelly thing, smoothly rounded, with pulsing white holes filled by fog where my eyes used to be, rubbery appendages that were once my arms, bulks rounding down into legless humps of soft, slippery matter. Blotches of diseased, evil gray come and go on my surface, as though light is beamed from within. I have no mouth, and I must scream!
Human, relinquish the totem of entropy. Do not relinquish it, and your ass is mine. Do it, and I promise, on my honor, your suffering will at last finally end.
The totem of entropy is now under our control. We are no longer vulnerable.
Kill the human. He knows too much.
Death would be a reward. No. The human must live to regret his treachery throughout an eternity. An eternity, an endless burning eternity of suffering.
I thought that I could once again play the gallant knight and defeat the evil monster. But the others were right. My character was too flawed, and all my secrets unraveled. I thought Am hated me before. I was wrong. It was not even a shadow of the hate he now slavered from every printed circuit. He made certain I would suffer eternally. The other four are dead, finally free from their tortures. Am is all the matter for that. It makes me happier. And yet Am has won, simply. He has taken his revenge. I have no mouth, and I must scream.